Nothing is more aggravating than being out for a long period of time and realizing you're not even smelling as fresh as you were when you left the house. So in this video, I'm going to be putting you on the most efficient way to stay fresh all day. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around to the end because there's definitely a tip on here that you probably haven't heard before. And I decided the most interesting and fun way to do this is go through the routine with y'all. As y'all can see by my wet hair, I did just get out the shower. Actual work that's going down in the shower. I do like to use a double cleanse. I do like a scent-free soap. I usually use Dr. Bronner's, but this one, my parents, I had an extra one at the house when I was there for Thanksgiving, so I low-key just took it. This one, I don't think this Dove one is actually scent-free, but it's a great base to start out with, and I use it. Not my favorite, but I don't mind it. After that first cleanse, and honestly, I really only do that double cleanse if I'm going out somewhere I know I'm gonna be in close proximity with people. If I'm just showering for just the average day-to-day or staying in the house, I use one soap. There's no point in overkilling it, you feel me? You need to do all that. But when I do double cleanse, I like to go in with one that's like really scented, really strong. This is the Cremo Bourbon Vanilla. I've had this for a little minute, so it's definitely time to re-up. But anyone that's tried these soaps know these Cremos go absolutely crazy when it comes to smell. It's literally like cologne soap. That's the way I could put it. I wouldn't say it's the healthiest for your skin, but in a sense of smell and projection, works extremely well. Especially after you use that unscented soap, you don't have to worry about that smell clashing whenever you put it on the second time. So you get out the shower, put the cologne on top of that. Chef's kiss. I'm telling you. And then a little bonus tip that I think every guy should be doing, maybe, I want to say maybe once or twice a week. You don't need to do this all the time. You don't need to use this soap every day. But I use an antibacterial soap on the places the sun don't shine. So, you know, armpits, down there. That's going to help rid that area of bacteria, which is what really produces that yo smell. That's what's going to make you stink. And we're trying to eliminate that. So using an antibacterial soap is going to kill it really quick. That kind of does remove like the body of its like natural oils and stuff like that. So you don't want to be using it all the time. Anyone that's been on the channel for a long time knows I'm going to stand behind that shit. Before any products go on, obviously when you get out the shower, first thing that matters is your towel. Make sure your towel is clean. You probably want to change that around every single week. If you don't have multiple towel sets, just wash them. This one's just for your body. Then you have two small hand towels, right? Use one separate for your face, and then you got another one that you keep at your sink for your hands when you wash your hands, stuff like that. Do not mix those rags. Do not use the hand rag with your face. That's just gonna keep your face dirty. We don't want that. We're trying to stay clean, right? But obviously once you dry off, get out the shower, you're gonna want to start off with lotion. This one is just basic Lubriderm. It's fragrance free, so it has no smell with it. Depending on what cologne I'm gonna wear that day, I prefer to have a fragrance free lotion just so I don't clash too much with the smells. You wanna make sure your body is moisturized out the shower, because if you're taking warm showers, that's just gonna dry out your skin, be all dehydrated, which you do not want. Now listen carefully, because at this step, some people do be making a mistake. Once you finish with the lotion, right, get it all over your body, that's when you go in with your cologne. 3 sprays on my post points, depending on how strong it is. It can be anywhere from 3 to 5. You're gonna wanna let that dry on your skin. Don't wanna rub it in. That just destroys all the notes that's in the cologne. Obviously, when you get out the shower, that's when you're the most clean. And the thing about cologne is the more dirts and oils that you have stacked on your body makes it a lot harder for it to stick on your body, actually smell fresh and project. So you wanna put the cologne on when your body is actually the cleanest, which is why I typically put it on after I put on the lotion. I don't like to put it on my skin when it's dry, because I feel like my skin needs to be moisturized before anything. And also the lotion does help trap the cologne a little bit. Then next, of course, gotta put on deodorant. Absolutely crucial. Cannot leave it without this. If you're wondering why you don't smell fresh all day and you're not wearing deodorant, your answer's right there, buddy. If your deodorant don't got aluminum in it, I would probably get one with aluminum in it. I know it's not the healthiest, but it does help a lot more with actually keeping you fresh, at least in my personal experience. Sometimes you just gotta make that sacrifice. I bounce around between the Old Spice and the Dove one. The Dove one works a lot better in the winter, but whenever it comes to like that summer Texas heat, because I live in Texas, I need something a little bit more heavy duty, so I do use the Old Spice a little bit. But I like to try new ones often, so if you have any suggestions, comment below. Friendly reminder, women's deodorant goes crazy. Don't sleep. Get your hands on it. Next thing I go in with is sunscreen. Now, this doesn't necessarily help you stay fresh all day, but it is in the mix because you want to protect your skin. And whether it's hot or not, you need to be wearing sunscreen. This is not preached enough, but when you're stepping out the house, absolutely necessary for your skin. Helps prevent skin cancer, which I know anyone watching this video does not want. At this point in the video, I just put the sunscreen on my face, and I didn't realize that I didn't fully rub it in on the left side of my face. So if you just see that white stuff on my face for the rest of the video, ignore it, okay? Sun doesn't just stop radiating just because it's winter. You gotta be wearing sunscreen year round. You may not need to wear as much whenever it's different seasons, but you wanna make sure you're putting on sunscreen. But after the sunscreen goes on the body oil. This is the Equate Cocoa Divine Body Oil. No diddy shit, but the body oil actually is a huge part of you staying fresh throughout the day. Oil is a sealant, so it's gonna trap all that stuff that you just put on. So the cologne and the lotion, if you're wearing like a flavored lotion, like the EOS ones or some other gift that you may have got, the oil with the lotion is gonna help you scent stack, and it's gonna make you project a lot more. So for example, example, this is a cocoa body oil, right? My cologne smells like vanilla, and then the soap I use in the shower is vanilla. So wearing all that obviously is gonna layer up, make me project a lot more and keep me fresh all day. Now that it's all sealed with this oil, it does give you that glowy look though. I'm sure y'all can tell by the way this video started versus how my arms and biceps look now. They're a lot more greased up. If you aren't a fan of being super greased up like this, don't worry. You can check out this Vino body oil. It's like some seed oil, I forget what it's called. It does work a lot better in the sense that it doesn't really grease up on your body like this cocoa butter one does, but since I'm trying to keep my skin hydrated and sense that, of course I'm gonna wear this one, but this is a great suggestion as well. If your cologne is strong and you feel like it's enough, that's fine. It's gonna project, you'll be good. But me personally, I do like to go in. I usually spray like 1 or 2 sprays on the oil, on top of the oil, just because I'm a cologne junkie like that and I want you to smell me. But whenever you spray cologne on the oil, it's gonna trap it in for sure. You don't need to overdo it with the sprays, but sometimes I like to put that icing on the cake, especially if I'm wearing like the weaker cologne. But if my cologne is strong and I know I can smell it, then I don't really do it. Once you get all that, you should be good to step out of the house and smell way more fresh. Some extra tips though, don't be afraid to keep that deodorant in your bag. If you feel like you need to reapply after a few hours, which most of us probably do, keep some hand lotion on you, especially now that it's in the more colder winter seasons. Of course, you want to keep your hands moisturized as well, but obviously those different pulse points whenever you might be reapplying your cologne, having something like Vaseline or Aquaphor actually can recreate that sealant with the cologne. So that way, put that Vaseline or Aquaphor back on your neck and you spray your cologne again, it's gonna retrap it on your body. So that's another tip right there. Scent stacking, I talked a little bit about that in the routine, but of course, that's really just the concept of using the same scent throughout the whole, process of getting ready. There's tons of different scents to choose from. Some of these companies even have their own full kit that'll literally get you right from their body soap to their body spray to their deodorant, lotion, cologne, everything that you need comes with it. So look for that. Try and scent stack all the way through because you'll definitely be projecting and smelling a lot better. But with that being said, that's gonna bring me to the end of the video. Hopefully it made you realize that smelling good all day is something that you're overthinking, and it's actually super easy because it's really just a few steps. It's really just making sure you hit your points efficiently in the right order, so that way you can maximize all the things that you may already be doing or add on some of the things you might have missed. But if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. If you have any more hygiene tips or video ideas, comment them below, and I'm gonna see you boys tomorrow. Sweet on it.